this. If life is so fair, why do roses have thorns? That is the question we ask ourselves every day here at Maxx Bantz HQ. And to try and answer that question, we bring ourselves to this event every week 13. This is the fourth running of the Maxx Bantz Open here on SimSpeed TV. My name is Reese Gardiner. My fellow event organizer, Jake Sperry, up in race control, but joining me in the commentary box, Scott Fountain. Fonty, it's time for a new meme. Are you ready?
Oh, I certainly am ready, mate. It's, week 13, and this is Maxx Bantz number 3. There's been 2 before this, and, well, everybody loved it so much. We thought we'd bring it back again and again and again. So, it's going to be really exciting tonight. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and that's what it's all about, this event. I'm certainly interested to see how these absolute beasts of Indy cars manage to cruise around such a small little track like Lime Rock.
Yes, indeed. It's worth noting that the car track combination is the Dallara IR18 Indy car around Lime Rock Park's chicane layout. That is worth clarifying. They are driving the chicane layout in this one. They're currently in the qualifying session, and the fixed setup that I have created, Fonty, I barely did any testing of the setup myself, so the drivers have been telling me all practice session how bad the setup is.
Oh, well,
but that's the way we like it.
Exactly right. These cars are hard enough to drive themselves, so I can imagine with a Reese Gardiner tricks setup, they're going to be super quick around this place. So, yeah, very interesting format we have tonight, isn't it, Reese?
Yeah, certainly. And our answer to all complainers out there on track is to get good. Basically, the format tonight is 10 minutes of normal racing. That means no bashy, crashy stuff like we saw in Maxx Bantz 3 or anything of the sort. But after the 10-minute mark, eliminations begin. This is going to be a snake split elimination format race. So after 2 laps past 10 minutes has been completed, the last person running will be eliminated. 2 laps after that, the leader will be eliminated. 2 laps after that, the last running person will again be eliminated. Then 2 laps after, whoever is the leader then will be eliminated. Basically, it's taking one person away from the front and the back, alternating all race until there are 4 cars left. Those final 4 will be brought together in a competition caution, and after that caution is over, we will decide the winner by starting the snake split eliminations once again until there is 1 car left, and that car is the winner of Maxx Bantz 4.
There we go. I tell you what, it's a pretty fierce competition out there for all those guys, and I'm just watching P number 3 cruise around through the very difficult up over the hill and through the chicane, and he didn't manage to make it through there, so I'm sure we're going to see plenty of casualties tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, I got to remember, this is an open qualifying session. Everyone's out on track at the same time. You don't get the luxury of, Matt Hollabor absolutely yeeted himself over that fence in turn 1. That's what we like to see. But it is all about fun here. We do like to bring out some especially crazy liveries, and I mean the drivers have not disappointed this time. Oh my god, is that a Death Grips reference on Elijah Bautista's front wing? Get got. I love it. Fantastic. That's the first thing that I've noticed there, Fonty. We got the Swift boys out there in their livery. We've got oh goodness me, JC Richards, our friend from the Flat Chat podcast, has decided to put my face on the nose cone of his car.
I've just got to focus in on that one because that is absolutely fantastic. That's awesome to see. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's very well done there from JC Richards. Good to see him out there having a crack tonight, actually. Normally we don't see JC out really coming in any of our events, and well, certainly not with the broadcast. He's a big part of the Flat Chat podcast and the audio editing and stuff like that. Does a fantastic job, and yeah, good to see him out here tonight. One person who is good to see out there, and they're doing pretty well at this stage. Not that doing well is you know, really kind of any good on an event like this, but that's Marie Hrushka sitting in P5.
Yes, indeed. Marie Hrushka doing quite well here. She has competed in the last 2 Maxx Bantz, I believe. 2 and 3 is what she's competed in. And she's done very well to stick it out this long. She stands a good chance of winning, I think, this time round, because the main thing that you've got to consider with this event format is if you are in the midfield, you've actually got the best chance to win, which seems kind of counterintuitive to many other sim racing events, but that's the way it is here.
Yeah, certainly pretty interesting. We certainly have a few different names that we normally wouldn't see running on our side of the world turning up to run today, and yeah, good to have European guys coming to have a crack here, or just focused on P number 11, Mike Hitcher. He managed to tangle up with a car there. There is going to be lots of tangle ups, I feel, and lots of laughs, lots of memes, and that's what this is all about.
Certainly, and what another thing that this particular running of Maxx Bantz is going to be about is how people can avoid falling into the endless abyss off the ends of turns 1 and 2 here at Lime Rock. If you go too far off track, you end up falling through the trees and end up getting booted all the way back to the pits. So I've seen more than a few cars do that in the practice session. We might see it in the race, especially if they lock wheels.
Yeah, very interesting track, actually. I used to enjoy this in the little Mazda back in the day, the Mazda MX-5, but I never drove around here. Well, I did drive this Fiat supercar. I couldn't really handle things too well. But yeah, such a difficult track, that turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, certainly is. It's basically a right-hand oval. There's only one real left turn on the full layout. There's 2 left-hand turns on this particular layout. But that chicane is another thing that I wanted to talk about briefly, Fonty, as I'm focusing on Brendan Lichtenberg, car number 12. His livery is absolutely wonderful, just endless Graham Rahal all the way over it. But he's coming through the chicane section now. Flick to the right, the left, and then right again. And as you can see, there are many, many people getting that section wrong. The exact reason why we... Oh, goodness.
There we go.
So, yeah, you don't even have to...
One.
Yeah, you don't even have to get the chicane wrong. Every turn here can pose a great danger to you. But the chicane section, we chose this layout specifically for that reason. It's incredibly hard to get through, even in a car that's easy to drive. So in the Indy Car, that doesn't really handle bumps well, doesn't really handle big changes of elevation well, it's a bit of a challenge, to say the least.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's funny, you can kind of you can't really pick a winner in an event like this, can you? Like it's completely luck of the draw, and you know, set yourself up well and being aggressive, and all about a little bit of fun. Week 13 was a fantastic week just to let your hair down after the 12 weeks before of intense racing, and yeah, I'm interested to see how very own Jake Sperry goes.
Yeah, well, Jake Sperry, he is not going to be racing.
Oh,
in
what?
This one.
He told me he was having a run. Oh, yeah, I can't see him out there.
Nah, he's race control for this one, Fonty.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right. You did say that to me earlier. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so that is well, that's terrible for these drivers out there in itself, really, isn't it? Because
yeah, they're not graced with the presence of Sperry on the track. They are only able to hear his voice in their ears, slightly fuzzy over the iRacing in-game radio, announcing who will be eliminated and when.
Well, I tell you what, that's bad in itself, really, having to listen to Jake for that amount of time throughout the race. I'm sure he'll be active on the radio as well, trying to put off drivers in every possible way.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. But one thing that I have forgotten to mention is the powers of the administrators here. Chris Kessie from Flat Chat is also on the race control team for this one, and he has been he's basically Sperry's little apprentice, I suppose you could say. They are both going to be calling the race and calling the eliminations, but they also reserve the right to throw competition cautions whenever they feel like it. That is a specified rule in this event. Admins reserve the right to throw competition cautions at any time. So it's not just the competition caution for the final four. You can be hit with one at any time.
Well, I tell you what, that's hard in itself. You've got 32 laps around here, which 32 laps is not a easy task in any car around here, and yeah, I look through the field, and you know, we've got some fast guys out here, but like you say, you're at the front of the pack, and soon you're going to find yourself eliminated very quickly. So I wouldn't mind betting that somewhere in the halfway point, if they can manage to keep themselves out of trouble, they should do all right.
Yeah, they certainly should, but they've got eyesight not on their side, Fonty, because as you can see, the sun is setting. This race is going to finish in the dark. That's not going to be a particularly fun time in these cars which don't have headlights.
No, you're exactly right. I tell you what, that is really cool, isn't it, Reese? You've been around iRacing for a very long time. I've been around for a very long time, and Jay's been around for a very long time as well, and you know, it's always been something that we wanted to have, was that of day-night transitions, and it is so cool that after years and years it's finally come to light, and you can see it. We broadcasted last night, and you know, to have a race start in the afternoon is just watching a car go down the front straight backwards.
Yes, indeed.
Getting back to that, yes, watching or broadcasting last night for the Australian Online Supercar Championship, and seeing the day-night transition, you know, happening was a pretty cool moment for iRacing.
Yeah, certainly, and it's added a new dimension to this event as well, because it really increases the number of ways in which we can screw with the competitors. It is currently 18 past 7 in the evening at Lime Rock Park in this particular instance, so the sun will be dipping below the horizon very, very soon. We are going to start this race when it is still light, but by the end of the race, which we're not sure how long it's going to take, it all depends on eliminations, which is why the race is listed as 3 hours and 15 minutes in the session, just giving ourselves a good buffer to make sure that the event is conducted in a timely manner. But at the end of it, we may not even be able to see who the winner is.
No, that's exactly right. That's really hard, isn't it? So I'd set these guys up, wouldn't you, Jake Sperry?
Yeah, certainly. I'll tell you one thing that will help us is those little position displays on the roll hoops of these Indy cars. That'll help us tell who is who in the dark.
It certainly doesn't take long to do a lap around here in one of these, does it?
No, certainly not. 40.6 is the current pole time from Riley Blythe. Dave Walsh and Daniel Benefield, the top three, but after the 10-minute mark, that is not going to mean a single thing. What you're going to see is initially a frantic race to not be last, and then by the time the first front elimination comes around, you're going to see people slowing down, scrambling to not be the guy in first place.
Oh yes, the joys of Maxx Bantz. I do remember. I think it was the last one. And the guy's going so slow down the back straight.
That was number 2.
That was. This is number 4. We're on number 4.
Yes.
Well, where did number 3 go? I obviously wasn't involved in the last 2.
Yeah. Number 3 was last week, 13. Can you believe it's been 9 months since the first Maxx Bantz?
Well, I can't believe how quickly everything has gone this year. We've got one more broadcast here on SimSpeed TV for the year, and it's pretty crazy to think that we're nearly into 2019.
Yeah, certainly. It's a good way to cap off the rest of the year. The qualifying session, yes indeed, the qualifying session is just about over. We've got the clock just running out here, and at 21 minutes past 7, the session will tick over into the race. Now, we are going to have to briefly put on our serious racing hats, Fonty, at least for these first 10 minutes.
Okay, this is serious stuff here. Serious stuff on a Saturday night. You know, we're all about serious. We only do serious.
Yep, that's it. Serious sim speed is what we are.
That's it, mate. And, hey, this is Maxx Bantz, and I'm wearing no pants. So,
there we go.
Had to say it. Hey, look, we've got the result, the grid up on screen.
We certainly have. Riley Blythe on pole, with Dave Walsh in second, Daniel Benefield in third, Timu Toika in fourth place. Thomas McMillan makes the top 5. Ross Rizzo in 6th place, good performance. Joshua Carroll Walden in 7th. Sam Gunstone, Marie Hrushka, and David Sanford round out your top 10.
Elia Batista in number 11th, Raf van der Linden in 12th, Kurt Stenberg 13th, JC Richards 14th, Alexander van der Wood in number 15th, Mike Butcher in 16th, and then in 17th, Corey Yacht, Aita, I can't say that one, and 18th. Oh, there we go. Mate, you'd be better at reading this. Conroy Maddock. Welcome here on a Saturday morning for you. He's in 19th, and Eric Thorpe in 20th.
As the pace car pulls away shortly, Chris Fraser in 21st. I met Chris Fraser on an Uber Eats run once. Recognized me from YouTube. Dean Mole in 22nd. Kaz Riedveld in 23rd. Cirrus Gorringe in 24th place. Dennis Cottier in 25th. 26th, Scott Newton. Simon Mazzomo lining up in 27th with Daniel Stevens 28th. And our returning Maxx Bantz 2 champion, Keenan Kusin. He is currently a son of banter, but if he wins this one, he shall be elevated to a prince of banter. And the top 30 rounded out by Brendan Lichtenberg.
Go. I might get you to continue on there, mate.
Sure thing. Tristan Yelland in 31st. DJ Hummerston in 32nd. Someone has already jumped the start out there on track. Chris Skinner in 33rd. Thomas Fisher 34th. Jordan Watson, Matt Hollabore, Richard Arnaud, Dane Warren, Griffin Gardner, and Christopher Kessie. No, you are in race control. Brandon Carl, Armand Feuillebois, and James Harris rounding out your field, but I don't believe all of them are starting. The formation lap has begun. Dave Walsh has been given an end-of-line penalty for jumping the start.
That is fantastic. What a better way to start the race. You know, the good chances that he could come back and win from here.
Look, it's serious racing for the first 10 minutes. These guys need to understand that.
Serious stuff. Serious stuff at the end of the year. You know, got to have a little bit of fun, don't we, Reese?
Exactly. Well, around this layout of Lime Rock Park, you can see how narrow the track is on the lead up to the chicane section. You can barely fit 3 cars side by side down the tarmac there. And as they go through the chicane, you can see the cones and the bumps and the possibly one of the worst pieces of racetrack in the entire world. Thank God it's not there in real life anymore, is all I can say. But we've only got 1 turn to go before we start off Maxx Bantz 4, a new meme. Who is going to be the victor? Well, we'll find out in about 2 hours, because that's how long we estimate this event will take. Pace car will go in, and then Riley Blythe will control the start.
Oh, we've got cars off in the background already.
That's somewhat. There's a couple of people going into the pits. That's very odd. Not quite sure what's going on there. So, Riley Blythe leads the way into turn 1. We've already got a car off there at turn 1. I don't know who that is. That's an all-star car. That's Thomas McMillan. He's off. And we've got a few drivers in a big crash at turn 1. Brandon Carl and Brendan Lichtenberg with fairly damaged cars. Fortunately, they have unlimited fast repairs in this one, so they can get back out there.
Big crash is happening there.
Oh, that's huge. Come on, this is supposed to be serious, clean racing for the first 10 minutes, people. Get it together. We've already got people spinning at the chicane. McMillan into the wall.
There we go. How do you even keep up with these guys?
Yeah, you just sit back and observe, really. Got people spinning at turn 1. This is not quite what we wanted to see. Riley Blythe, though.
He's fired it off into turn 1 as well. Looking a little bit second-hand as that car. Tell you what, the repair bill in real life for an event like this.
Oh, it'd be in the hundreds of millions, mate. Probably. In the billions. You got to consider damage to the track as well. Damage to people's reputations, maybe.
Wow, that's expensive in itself, isn't it? So, Conroy Maddock on screen. I was fortunate enough to meet Conroy at the Sim Racing Expo, which was pretty cool.
Yes, indeed. Connery, a commentator for our friends at Race Spot. And he's carrying quite a bit of damage on that thing. Yeah, see how he handles a car with a completely warped front wing. He's following a big train of cars up ahead, the likes of Scott Newton, Mike Butcher, Aitor Galindo as well, Corey Ott. So all these guys going very nicely there towards the tail end of the field. Got our first retirement. Griffin Gardner has disconnected from the server. Corey Ott going for the big send at turn 1. Not quite what he should be doing right now. That's resulted in a large crash. Oh, goodness me. Connery Maddock just been spun once again. Oh, dear.
Not having much luck is Connery.
No, certainly not.
But one person who is having luck and who is taking this very seriously at the start of the race, which is what he needs to do, is Daniel Benefield. Yeah,
because Riley Blythe is off track at the moment. He's made a mistake.
He has. Yep, he made a mistake a few laps ago.
Ah, competition caution.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. So, this is going to be the effort to bring everybody together, give those people who have unfortunately suffered from incidents in those first few laps a chance to get back up there. One thing that I should point out that we have not pointed out beforehand is that eliminations still count under caution. So if a competition caution comes out around a 2-lap mark, then you're basically done if you're in an elimination position. So it's one thing that we should make sure that we do clarify, just to avoid any confusion.
Yeah, well, you just got to, in an event like this, you just got to drive around. I think a lot of it's going to be just luck, maybe. I think that's probably 90% of it, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
the right
there's
place.
some element of strategy to it, I would say.
Okay.
Getting
no.
getting on the brakes at the right time, probably.
Yeah, well, you're right. You are right there. Yes, we have seen under the safety car, we've got accidents happening, which is never ideal.
No,
But it's what you
certainly not.
expect here for Maxx Bantz.
But not in the first 10 minutes. We've got to keep reminding ourselves of this. It's a serious
it's not
race
us
for the
that we
first
need
10
to
minutes.
remind that about, mate. It's the
Yeah.
drivers. Send the
It
memo.
is.
We need to send that memo very quickly because, you know. Well, come on, guys, take it seriously. We're only serious here.
Yeah, that's true. We are very serious here for another 80 seconds. So it is 8 minutes and 50 seconds, just about, on the clock. So we haven't got much time left until the eliminations start coming round. Now, something that Jake Sperry did clarify once again in the lead up to the race is that the rear of field eliminations take place when the leader crosses the start-finish line. So if you're in last place, you get eliminated when the guy in first place crosses the finish line. It doesn't happen when you cross the finish line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The rules just get better and better.
Yeah, they certainly do. We've prepared for all sorts of technicalities here.
I do like... I can just imagine how the planning of this event went down, Reese, between yourself and Jake Sperry. There would have been many laughs and would have been a lot of serious thought going into this.
Yeah, well, you know, it's serious fun, I guess you could say, as Maxx Bantz. It's not we don't just throw it together for a giggle. It's basically our challenge to ourselves to make the worst possible sim racing event formats, and I think we have succeeded somewhat in this, as the 10-minute mark has passed.
There we go. So there we go. You know, all serious stuff's now finished, and on the muck around business.
Yeah, time for the muck around business.
Are we going to see plenty of incidents? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So, I believe once they're going to cross the start-finish line here once from the 10-minute mark. So they got to do 2 more laps from here before the first elimination is done. So the pace car's lights are out. We are going to go green next time by. And it looks to me, hang on a minute, do my eyes deceive me, or is this going to be a double file rolling start?
This looks like it. Yeah, I think so. Yes, it is happening. Oh, it just gets more entertaining every single time something happens. This is fantastic stuff.
For sure. So now we wait and wait and wait for the Maxx Bantz to truly get underway. Daniel Benefield is going to be the one leading the field away this time. So all these people up the front are going to be in no danger of being eliminated as long as they stay up the front. It's the people up the back that we've got to be looking out for. Cirrus Gorange is currently in the worst position because he's just come out of the pits with some damaged suspension in last place. That is no good. So Thomas McMillan is currently the one out on track in the box seat to be eliminated if Gorange cannot get back out there. Well, the green flag has flown. Daniel Benefield is away. Up the front of the field they go, and I'm seeing some smoke down at the back. We've got people going into the pits to repair some damage. These people are in a lot of danger right now.
Yes, they certainly are in a lot of danger. Everyone's in danger at all times in this event, and oh yeah, you just have to really listen to the calls and know, you know, have one eye on the stopwatch, one eye on the track, and one eye in the mirror. So get yourself another eye, because oh, here we go, big accident after the chicane. That is huge.
Dean Moll, Thomas Fisher involved in that one. That's pretty huge. DJ Hummerston as well with a very bent up car. So we wait for Daniel Benefield. No, wait, sorry, what? Daniel Benefield's not in the lead anymore?
What? Benefield in 5th?
Yeah,
so he's
right.
done this strategically, potentially?
Yeah, perhaps. Riley Blythe has resumed the lead of this race.
So these guys maybe have forgotten about the 2-minute mark and are just going at it? Or has Benefield done this on purpose and just hanging back? Whoa, super close there between Benefield and Ross Rizzo.
Yes, indeed. Very close between Benefield and Rizzo. Eliminations have started. Okay, so Sperry has just announced over in-game voice chat, eliminations have started now. They started later because of the caution, I believe. So 2 laps from now is going to be the first elimination. That is the big announcement. So Riley Blythe crossing the start-finish line now. 1 lap until eliminations. So when Riley Blythe crosses the start-finish line next, the person running last is going to be eliminated.
Which is currently this man on screen. He's in the pit lane and he's about to exit out. Is the car in front of him? Oh, he's a lap down, so he's pretty much gone. That is Dennis Cottier.
Thomas Fisher with big problems as well. So, yeah, it looks like Dennis Cottier is the one who is going to be eliminated.
It's Fisher's in the lane. So, if he... Okay, so it's when the leader crosses the line.
Yeah, so Cottier is going to go.
He's gone. Okay. There is some seriously second-hand cars out there on track. Just cruising around. Dean Moll. I don't know how that thing is still going.
Oh, Riley Blythe with the strats. He's given up the lead. He's trying to give up the lead.
Nobody's doing it.
Look at this. Ross
there we go.
Trying to stay behind
there
him.
We go. This is it. This is where it starts. This is great. This is Maxx Bantz at its best. Oh, Benefield. What's happened, mate? He hasn't thought about this one.
No, he definitely hasn't.
Oh, he's thinking, oh, yeah, I'm getting home here. What are the rest of these guys doing? These guys don't know what they're doing. Well, come on, Benefield. Read the memo.
Yeah. Here we go. Is he going to slow down? Yes, he's going to slow down. He's going into the pits. Oh, this is going to be close.
Oh, here we go. So now who leads? Newton. Scott Newton leads.
Scott Newton leading. So Daniel Benefield with the strategic pit stop.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, actually. I must say that was all in the plan. Obviously, sorry about that, Daniel. I called that one too early, just like I did at Bathurst 1000 V8 Scops for Trick Sim Sports, and you know,
memories.
Memories, and we're all about memories, especially in Maxx Bantz.
And certainly, Newton is slowing down out there on track as the sun is dipped below the horizon.
Is he gonna go in the pit lane? Try and dummy it in. Try and dummy it in. Yes, he is. Oh, so who's that gonna lead? Blythe's gonna follow him. We're gonna get the whole pit lane in. Rizzo's in.
Toika's in.
Benefield is cruising. Literally everybody's stopping.
Yeah, so nobody wants to be the first to cross the line.
Stenberg's going at it, though.
It's Riley Blythe. Blythe's been eliminated.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Riley.
What a... Oh, that was poor judgment there from Riley.
I tell you what. See you later, Riley. That's, well, you know, that's what it's all about.
So it's 2 laps. Until the next elimination, again, it will be last place. So it's going to be that mad scramble. Currently in the box seat is Thomas Fisher in car 59.
On board with him now. Let's watch a super duper whooper lap of an awesome track. I must say though, I would like to have a crack at this track in real life. It would be a bit of fun.
Yeah, Lime Rock's a great circuit. 1 lap until elimination. Time is running out for Thomas Fisher. But Keenan Kusin could possibly fall victim here because he is the next car up from Thomas Fisher. He's been in the pits for a while, though. We've got quite a few cars in there with damage. People coming into the pits once again for repairs. Scott Newton making his way out of the chicane through to the penultimate turn.
He needs to go and get past this guy in front of him. No, he's still going to be down, isn't he? It doesn't matter. He's gone. Fisher's gone.
Yeah, I think that's it. Thomas Fisher. There we go. He has been gone. Away he goes.
Sorry, Thomas. Oh, cause a big incident on your way out, why don't you? Probably the best way to go.
Yeah, that's one way to leave this race. 2 laps until next elimination. The leader is going to be eliminated this time around, and Scott Newton is currently in the lead. He is going to want to slow down pretty soon.
Yeah, I reckon what you do, you just stop, wouldn't you? Like, you just stop mid-track, or stop on the outside, pretend that you're broken down, and then seat yourself in about mid-pack, try to stay out of trouble, and then do the same again, over and over again. Benefield in the pit lane.
Yep, so
Newton
Scott's done a Benefield. Benefield's done a Benefield as well.
Rizzo. He's going for it. He passed 3rd place. He passed, who's that, Stanford maybe? So Rizzo is coming into the lane, is he?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. He is.
So next one, Elijah Batista. He is also coming in the pit lane. Corey Ott. Oh, Corey.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, he did.
He did.
Corey. Oh no, no, Scott Newton. He's out there. So he's been eliminated. Is that right?
No. Scott Newton is still, he's still out there, apparently. But I'm not quite sure what the go is. It's difficult to tell.
Well, maybe it's this lap.
Newton going into the pits now. No, Fonty, it's every 2 laps.
Yeah, okay.
Not every lap, every 2 laps.
Okay, so
Get a bit ahead of yourself, mate.
There we go. I'm trying to keep up with all of this Maxx Bantz. It's maximum banter. Can't keep up here. You know, I'm a struggling Kiwi.
Who's going to be the eliminator here? We've got people coming into the pits. Ott's in the pits.
Oh, it's going to be car number 32.
Cass.
Yep.
Rietveld. No!
Harushka.
Mari Hrushka. Hrushka was the one in the lead.
Oh
my god.
Oh no, there we go, race done for her.
Oh, that's a real shame there. So, our attention turns to the back of the field once again. Currently in the box seat, Keenan Kusin, who is back out on track. This is the guy who won Maxx Bantz 2. He's cutting the chicane to try and gain a bit of an advantage.
Well, yeah, so Blythe's out. Blythe is out. So he's going to move up 1 spot. He's got a bit of time to find.
Well, Keenan Kusin, he's not having a good time out there on the track. 1 lap until eliminations. He is not looking good as Keenan because he is 2 laps behind the next car on track, which is Brendan Lichtenberg. Oh, we got a car off. That's Daniel Benefield. That's not good for him.
Oh, but he's just playing this one, I think.
He's got to keep going. He's playing the long game, fairly sure.
He hasn't lost a position, so he's right.
Yeah, certainly. Where's Rietveld? And what did McMillan just do? Did he just give up the lead to Rietveld?
Yes, I think so.
Why are these people going slowly? They're trying to play that elimination game even now. Well, Benefield is about to cross the line, and Keenan Kusin is going to be eliminated.
Oh, no. There we go. So, now our attention goes to... He's done. There he goes. He's gone. Done. Attention turns back to the front now.
Yes, indeed. So Daniel Benefield is your current race leader. Behind him is Thomas McMillan. P3 is Scott Newton. Now, Benefield will undoubtedly go for the pits on this one.
Yep, he's
It'll
pressing
be a
on
battle
here.
to see who can get to the finish line last.
Yep, that's it. You'd just sit in the pit lane, wouldn't you? Just wait. Wait and wait and wait.
Would. Absolutely.
Oh, may as well have just,
Oh.
you know, called a safety car because look how many people are rolling in. The whole field.
Yeah, that's right. So who assumes the lead here? 1 lap to eliminations. Rietveld coming into the pits as well. So am I right in assuming that Corey Ott now holds the lead?
Yes, that is correct. Corey Ott has the lead of the race. Has he got the memo? Does he know that he needs to slow up?
I'm sure he does. Got to take care, though, because he goes by DJ Hummerston. What is Mr. Ott going to do as he comes out of the last corner? He's going for the pits. So the likes of Kurt Stenberg and Dave Walsh go into the pits. So this is a bit of a traffic jam here. Oh, Sam Gunstone going for the pits and really smashing his way past to do so. And it's going to be Dave Walsh.
See you later, Dave.
Dave Walsh. Yep, see you, mate.
See you, mate.
Dave Walsh out.
I
That is a
reckon
real
you just
shame.
gotta, just keep yourself that mid pack. Keep an eye on the back. How many cars are left? Keep yourself mid pack. You're gonna be alright, aren't you? And then
That's exactly right. You can't be at the extreme ends of the field. Those are the danger zones. You
Yep,
have
they
to
are.
be in that. Oh God.
Right
I'd
now,
say
about
P10 to P20.
Yeah, exactly. Right where Connery Maddock is at the moment. He's currently in P15, and that is, well, it's not quite halfway. So Simon Mazzomo, GT League's very own Simon Mazzomo, is the halfway point of the field at the moment, and he's in the box seat. He's safe. Hang around there.
For now.
For now.
Oh
yeah.
Jesus.
We've
Team
got blown
Bold,
up
my
cars.
goodness.
We've got blown up cars everywhere.
Oh, we certainly have. Who is that? That's Sam Gunstone. He has not had a good run, has he? Well, look who's in the lead. It's JC Richards. Oh, and he is having some big crashes at the moment. Scott Newton has gone past him. So who is in last place currently? Brendan?
DJ, I've got
No.
DJ Hamilton?
Has Hummerston retired?
Maybe. Daniel.
Yes. DJ
Stevens.
Hummerston eliminated.
There we go. So we focus back up the front now. Newton leading. Dane Warren now in second.
Yes, indeed. And have a look at this. I think people are looking at their F3 screens and mistakenly thinking that JC Richards is still in the lead because they've all backed up behind him. I think they finally got the memo. Now they're all running for the hills, running for the pits as well.
Oh, here we go. Look at them all coming down that pit lane. That is
Oh, and a competition caution.
There we go.
So this could really potentially shuffle things.
So current race leader, yep, Scott Newton. Well, he's in the pit lane, so maybe not anymore.
Yeah. I do not believe that that's going to be the case because Newton is still stationary in the pits. So currently the safety car is goodness me, where is the safety car? It's
Safety
just
car
picked up
yeah,
David Sanford.
It has picked up Sanford. It's still telling me on the overlays that he is second, however, but potentially they haven't updated yet.
Oh, this is pretty intense, actually. Oh, This is a thinking person's game at the moment. Oh my goodness. Well, what? Dame Warren, why? Why did you just do what you did? Causing chaos up at the front there was Dame Warren, and there are people crashing under safety car. They don't want to be the first to cross the line. Everyone's going into the pits here. Who's going to be first? We got people staying out who are down in the back of the field. Will it be Teemu Toika? No. Who's it going to be? Who's in P1 right now? Scott Newton!
Yep, there we go.
We go.
Scott Newton is... Yes, he is in P1. Well, it says he is, but he's down the way a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that our safety car driver's confused with this whole event as well.
Possibly. Well, Scott Newton is now DQ'd.
There we go.
From
See
the
you,
event.
mate. See you, mate. Thanks for coming.
And now it falls to the likes of Jordan Watson in position number 33, according to my timing.
There we go. Watson on screen. This is absolutely fantastic racing, but you're not safe unless you are. So we have 33 cars out there on the track.
We got one lap left until the next elimination, Fonty. This is going to mean, if I am right in presuming, the lights are off on the safety car. So the safety car is going to come in, and then everyone else is going to come in.
Well, I see everybody passing the safety car.
Yeah, those are the people at the back of the...
Yes, there we go. So Dame Warren leads the race now.
Yeah, Jordan Watson still in the box seat here to be eliminated. Remember, you can't pass under caution. You can't pass another car, so you have to really make sure that you're on the right position before the flag comes out, and it can happen at any time. Problem, of course, for these guys at the back is, can they make their way through to the front of the field in time before the safety car pulls in? I don't know if they can.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, they're almost there. Almost.
Yeah, well, it's not a very long lap right here, is it?
Nah. Oh, here we go. Is he going to go into the pits? Who's going to follow the safety car into the pits?
We've got cars around.
Oh, dear. All right, so it's Jordan Watson who has indeed been eliminated in that number 76 machine.
Oh, Ross Rizzo around. Is it?
Goodness me.
No. We've got, that would have been JC Richards around.
I just looked at Jordan Watson. He full throttled it straight into the wall in turn one. Quite impressive. But Dane Warren is your current race leader. We are now at the stage where the leader will be eliminated here. So currently in second place,
Ross Rizzo. Who's coming to the pit lane.
He's going to try and put himself as far back as he possibly can here.
Connery Maddock is...
Teemu Toika is... Oh my goodness, there's a big crash coming into the last corner. There's cars everywhere. Teemu Toika with a blown engine and cars strewn across the racetrack. I'm not even going to begin to try and dissect what happened there.
No, let's be honest, it would have just been full noise, and rather than turning right, turned left into the car, and well, there was your result.
Yes, indeed. Well, Ross Rizzo's just come out of the pits. JC Richards has assumed the lead, I believe. And look, he's really slowing up here now. Aitor Sintes Galindo and Eric Thorpe as well. They are basically at a stop on track right now.
Whoa,
and that's
whoa.
caused a traffic jam.
That
JC
has.
Richards has decided to do some donuts. Try and keep himself in the game. So he sped up, and it's going to be, I think, Galindo in the worst position here. JC Richards smashed into the wall on the front straight. He's stuck.
Oh.
He can't get out of the wall.
There we go. That's race done, I reckon.
Oh, and there we go. The announcement has come in. It was Tristan Yelland who was eliminated.
Tristan Yelland.
Amazingly enough, Tristo found himself in the lead out of all of that. So we had obviously no idea what was going on there.
No, we certainly didn't.
So now, it's the back of the field once again. Connery Maddock, the one in danger.
He's in the pit lane currently as well too.
That's not good. Daniel Stevens out there on circuit, just putting another lap on Maddock. One lap until elimination once again. Maddock is still in the pits at a standstill. Scott Newton on the InSim text chat, rip Connery. And I'd be inclined to agree, honestly. He's not in a good position, is he? Fonty, are you still there? Have you left me? Scott Fountain, I think, getting into the Maxx Bantz spirit and leaving me alone in the commentary box as Jake Sperry eliminates Connery Maddock from this event. So our attention turns to the front once again. I hear some breathing, Fonty. Is that you?
That is my friend. Yes, breathing in, wow. I don't know what I'm really breathing about. You don't know which way to look. We're obviously looking at the front of the field now. Sam Gunston, he's in the box seat to say, see you later. Hand over the keys and leave the event.
Yeah.
But
well,
as we see every lap, well, I'm sure he'll hit the brakes and or come in the pit lane is what he just did now, as long with the rest of the field. And
yep, so
yep.
That's Eric Thorpe going in behind him, along with a bunch of others. Out on the track there, that's Cirrus Gorange. One lap until eliminations, and Cirrus, I think, has very quickly realized what this means. He's decided to put it at a standstill, do some donuts on the exit of turn one. He does not want to be in the lead when that happens. But now, Sam Gunston has come out of the pits behind him. Now begins the big slowdown. Chris Fraser, I think, is the one in the lead at the moment.
Yep, Chris Fraser is in the lead of the race, and he's not slowing down. Oh, is he? Yes, he is.
Yep, so that's Cirrus there in the background spinning from the chicane. But now Chris, he needs to slow down, quick, sharp. Let someone go. Oh, getting in there. Contact with JC Richards, who is not making any friends out there on track. Will Chris cross the start-finish line? Everyone's coming to the pits behind him. Ralph van der Linden, Cirrus Gorange, Dean Mole, Sam Gunston, Brandon Carl, Dane Warren. Everyone is going for it.
Everyone's in the lane. Everyone's doing their thing.
Well, someone's going to have to be eliminated, and it's going to be Chris Fraser.
So
He just made it past the start finish line. Then he has stopped in pit lane, hanging his head in shame. Chris Fraser, you did well, but unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
Yep, that certainly is. We are now down to 29 cars. 29 cars to go.
Yes, indeed, and it's James Harris who is currently running in last position. He's on the same lap, though, as Elijah Bautista. Bautista, on the other hand, is certainly not in any danger of falling victim. At this stage, anyway, to Harris's advances. Here we go. One lap until eliminations, and James Harris, I think, is recognizing that he is in trouble here. In that Pennzoil Indy Car, the smiley face helmet. He certainly won't have a smile on his face below that visor.
No, you're certainly right there, mate. It's, yes. What a crazy race that you guys have come up with here today.
Well, this is the thing that you got to think about. We're starting to get to the stage of the event now where it's really starting to become clear where you need to be, and with that, David Sanford crosses the start-finish line, and James Harris has been eliminated.
See you later, James. Thanks for
See
coming.
you later.
Thanks for coming.
And with that, David Sanford instantly on the anchors, letting Matt Hollibor go. Look at this. Oh, big hit there on the back of David Sanford. He's just trying to put himself as far back as he possibly can here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, next to him.
So Matt Hollibor is the one in P1 at the moment. His instant response is to go for the pits here. Look who's behind him there, Sam Gunston, who spins. That's going to help him out here. Alexander van der Woude, as well as we have a little bit of a crash at the end of pit lane. One lap until the next elimination. Who will be in the lead when the start-finish line comes around next? Got a bunch of drivers here in pit lane, squirreling for position. Currently, it looks like it's Dean Moll who's in the box seat. Have a look at how much he's slowing down there, Fonzie.
Well, I tell you what. This is, yeah. I certainly wouldn't want to be out there having a drive today.
No, certainly not. Matt Hollibor's just made his way past Dean Moll. So Hollibor in the lead. Straight for the pits once again. We got a crash at the last turn, meanwhile. Corey Ott and Aitor Sintes Galindo. That smoke is very dark. And have a look. Have a look at the traffic jam behind them.
Wow. Oh, no. Sam
This is
Gunston is in the... I think he just parked up. He is. Just parked up there. Cruising.
Oh, we got people colliding in pit lane. Ralph van der Linden and Corey Ott.
Yeah,
well, this is what it's come to. Everyone's stopping on track.
yeah.
Someone's going to have to be the first to cross the line here. And it's going to be Richard Arnaud. He just pulled into his pit box too. I don't think he realized it was past the start-finish line. So there we go. Arnaud will disappear from the track. But he'll try and cause as much chaos as he can while he's still out there. Not quite sure what he's doing there, but he's going to have to... there we go. He's disappeared. So Richard Arnaud, the next elimination. Now we turn our attention back to the rear of the field. Brendan Lichtenberg is the one in the most danger right now. But it could soon be. It's going to be Alexander van der Woude. Currently stopped in pit lane, getting some repairs done. As there's 1 lap to elimination, Alex is in danger.
Everybody's in danger at all times, Reese.
No, that's not how the format works.
I tell you, mate, everybody's in danger.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, van der Woude spins. Currently in 27th position. He may very well be the next to join the likes of Chris Fraser, James Harris, and Tristan Yelland. This could be your farewell drive, Mr. van der Woude. Simon Mazzomo about to cross the start-finish line. He faked it into the pits. And there we go. Alexander van der Woude eliminated. Goodbye, Alex. The leader will now be eliminated once again, and it's quite a close battle there for the lead. Eric Thorpe avoiding Coriot, and that is a competition caution. That might have sealed someone's fate here. Remember, they can still pit under caution.
Here we go. This is, it's on, isn't it, really?
Yep, certainly is. We got a bit of a while to wait.
Sorry if everybody missed me there for a second, because I actually muted myself
Ah!
on OBS, so I do apologise for that.
No worries. Eric Thorpe. Is he going to stay out? Oh, he briefly did a bit of a fake towards the pits, but the guys behind him are going in there. Mazzomo, Skinner, Benefield, Carl, Moll, Ott, Batista, Van der Linden, Gunston, and Rietveld. Currently all in the pits. So we got 1 lap to go until elimination. The safety car has currently picked up Cirrus Gorange.
He's down in 24th, so yeah, we're going to see basically the whole field get waved by, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Well, whoever is in the lead at the point that they cross the line this time.
Oh, so Thorpe was just behind. So in that case, no, we won't see the whole field go past. We'll just see one car that will need to go past. Oh, look at that. Simon Mazzomo stopped on track. They're all stopped. They're all stopped. They're not wanting to get past. Oh, we got incidents there. Benefield. That's Cass.
Nobody wants to be the leader. I love this. This is why I love this format. It results in displays like this where they have to keep going around the track, but nobody is going to want to be the one who puts their hand up and gets eliminated. It's almost a case of taking one for the team.
Sometimes you got to take one for the team. And look at all these guys just stopped on track. They're just going to sit there, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Mazzomo's caught onto this. Away Mazzomo goes. At full speed. Bit of a mad dash. Mazzomo crosses the start-finish line. He's in second. And it's going to be Daniel Stevens who was in the lead at that point.
Oh.
He's been eliminated.
See you, mate. Race done for Daniel. So.
Very unfortunate. I did appreciate his skin. It made me very hungry.
So we have got 24 cars left out there now.
Indeed we have. So it's going to be another 48 or so laps of racing until we decide this winner. Simon Mazzomo stopped once again. I don't really see the point of what these guys are doing, because you guys are going to have to start racing pretty soon again anyway. Where is the safety car? Oh, there it is. It's still
circulating by itself. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. We've got one lap until the next elimination towards the back of the field. I think part of this is drivers trying to drive themselves as far back as possible, try and fool others into getting towards those lower positions. Currently, though, it is Aitor Sintes Galindo who is in last. And I dare say that he is going to be the next elimination. Well, the green flag is out. The safety car in. Ross Rizzo is your leader. And there we go. Sintes Galindo eliminated. So, that's the next rear of grid elimination. Now, we go to the front of grid. Ross Rizzo versus Thomas McMillan versus... God, who's in third place? Mike Butcher, apparently. And he is already slowing down. Oh, Ross Rizzo. He's had a bit of an incident at the chicane. That's going to help him. Don't think we would ever hear those words come out of our mouths.
These guys just cruising, aren't they? They're really playing the game well.
For sure they are. So Ross Rizzo goes into the pits. Gets a fast repair done. McMillan into the pits as well. So Mike Butcher comes out on the track currently. God, who is out on track at the moment? It's easier to say who isn't out on track at the moment, right?
Yeah, basically. There is not one person still circulating. Oh, there is.
There are a few. There are a few. Kurt Stenberg, Cirrus Gorange, Chris Skinner, Matt Hollibor as well. JC Richards has just come out of the pits, as has Van der Linden, Gunstone, Carl. A long train of cars making their way around turn one at quote-unquote breakneck speed. Have a look at that already. We're seeing Sam Gunstone slowing down, battling with Kurt Stenberg, it seems. This is the way the race has eventually panned out, I think. It's just a competition of everyone going as slow as they possibly can.
Daniel Benefield on screen at the moment. He's just cruising around. He's in 17th position.
Yeah, definitely cruising. But up the front, we've got people coasting to a dead stop. We've got cars littering the front straight.
Oh, here we go.
JC Richards going for the pits. And now it's a standoff. It's a proper standoff for the lead of this one. We've got a pile up in the pits as well. Raf van der Linden coming to a stop. We got here we go. Here's more tactics. We got people crashing, rear-ending people to try and get them moving again. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. If everyone's gonna stop, you got to kind of use that front bumper, don't you? Oh, here we go. Somebody's crossing
Certainly
the
do.
line. Who's crossing the line?
That's Corey Ott. He's a fair way down.
Okay, so Corey's alright.
Yeah, and I think the situation's going to help him because he'll gain a couple of positions. So, the situation, as it stands now, is no one is crossing the start-finish line. We've got a few people trying to come out of the pits, but I get the feeling that they do not want to be the ones to cross it. Cirrus Gorange making his way forward very slowly. I mean, someone's got to do it.
Someone has to do it.
Ross Rizzo with big damage. Elijah Bautista with big damage. Everybody
with big damage
going through. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Everyone's in the pits now. This is the true sort of good, bad, and the ugly standoff. Everyone's got their hands hovering near the guns on their hips. But they don't want to be the first to shoot. I mean, this is starting to get a bit ridiculous now.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's going to be like this from now on. Put money on it.
Jake Sperry is given the 60-second warning, or he will eliminate one random person. That is the kick in the pants that everyone needs. Otherwise, the rest of the event is just going to be this. People standing still on the straight.
That's exactly how it's going to go. I think. I get that feeling.
And it's Elijah Bautista who's been eliminated. So, everyone begins the mad dash once again.
Oh, this is fantastic stuff.
Oh, this is great. It's so what's the bet, Fonty? What's the bet here that at the next leader elimination, the same thing happens again,
That's
and
exactly
Sperry has to choose someone to eliminate?
Well, yeah, you just make that 60-second call straight away, don't you?
Yeah, you might as well.
And then, because that's how it's going to go for the rest of it.
So, the next person out on track at the moment, the one at the very back of the field, it's going to be one lap until they are eliminated, and currently, looks to me as though it is... Oh, goodness me, who is it? It's Sam Gunstone. But Kaz Rietveld is battling with him here for last place. Corey Ott making his way around another one. Meanwhile, Joshua Carroll Walden, my apologies, has been eliminated. And right there, the call has come from Jake Sperry, Fonty, that pit lane is closed. Drivers are not allowed to use pit lane anymore.
Wow. What happens if they have a big incident and blow the motor? That's it, done, I guess. Race done?
This is interesting. Well, no one's allowed to go into pit lane.
Okay, so in that situation, so they just gotta, if they all park up on the front straight, so if they all stop, what's gonna happen in that situation is what I asked Jake Sperry.
Yes,
they're
indeed.
Getting at this point now in the race, isn't it? It's very serious. People are starting to, if you're in 10th position, well, you're pretty happy because there's 20 cars left, but you're just kind of hanging out, aren't you? To
Yeah.
for everyone else to kind of go past, and if nobody goes past, well, you've got to, I guess, use force to get them over the line.
Yeah, that's exactly right, but you don't want to be too close to the line in case that happens, so you're going to see people parking up on the exit of the last turn.
Or even as they come around to start that next lap. Give yourself a
Possibly.
bank. Well, yeah. Yep. This will be interesting to see.
Yeah, it certainly
I'm
will.
pleased I'm not in race control.
We've got one lap until eliminations, and people are just cruising around at basically highway speeds. Daniel Benefield, though, has decided to put the hammer down as Timu Toika does some donuts on the front straight. Thomas McMillan has his left front wheel off the ground currently. His suspension is that balked, and there we go. With that, he spins. Sam Gunstone, black flagged. He's going to have to take a stop-and-go penalty. I think that may be for entering the pits. He did have to take a fast repair, get himself a fresh car. Corey Ott is currently in the lead of this one. Daniel Benefield a lap down, but Corey Ott is stopped at the top of the hill here. Brandon Carl also stops at the top of the hill. Chris Skinner coming to a stop as well. We've got people just edging their way forwards. So it's a car park now, Fonty, at the top of the hill. Got people in reverse. An impromptu car show here at the top of the hill at Lime Rock. Corey Ott trying to go backwards. We got people starting to move forwards again. Cyrus Gorringe and Sam Gunstone and Dean Mole all crawling their way around here. Meanwhile, Fonty, JC Richards is having the time of his life out there. He's weaving his way down the front straight.
Oh, yeah. He's in the danger zone as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he will be at the next elimination. All right, here we go. Up the front. Crawling their way down towards the final turn. Simon Mazzomo is in the pits and out of the car. That looks like a very broken machine there. Rietveld almost coming to a stop here. I think at some point, if these drivers stay at a standstill for too long, the engines will eventually go pop, won't they?
Yes, they do. Yep.
Well, we got people trying to nudge each other across the start-finish line here. JC Richards making his way around once again. But for now, it's now become a demo derby down at the last turn. Jake Sperry is given the 60-second warning. I think this was an inevitable conclusion for this event.
Yep, it was always going to happen in this way, wasn't it? Just, you know, desperate people, I guess. But how long do you wait before you give up?
This is true. Rietveld doing more donuts. It's just a case of everybody waiting for the random warning, the random driver to be picked to be disqualified. I'm sorry. I'm starting to lose my mind here, Fonty. They're starting to move forward. Who's going to be the first? Looks like nobody. It's going to be a random elimination. 5 seconds. Simon Mazzomo eliminated. There we go. Now, everybody decides to go straight for the pits as pit road has now been declared open. I get the feeling this is how it's going to play out for the rest of the event. Whenever there's a back of the field elimination, there's going to be pit road open. Whenever it's a front of the field elimination, pit road closed.
So, racing's underway again, finally.
Yeah, finally. So, Rietveld is currently in the lead position. But it's the likes of Thomas McMillan and Cirrus Gorringe that I am worried about at the moment. They are almost in those positions.
Here we go. Cirrus is underway.
Yeah.
He's leaving, and McMillan is still stopped.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be it for McMillan, I think. Here we are. McMillan's got a fresh car. Is he going to go out? Or is he just going to stay in the pits? Looks like he's just going to stay there. He might have accepted his fate. Well, there we go. McMillan eliminated.
See you later, Thomas. He'll be disappointed with that.
Yes, indeed. So, announcement from race administrator Jake Sperry. Pit road closed once again as the sun goes well and truly down. Pit road is closed, but drivers are allowed to serve penalties. So currently in the lead is JC Richards. But Ross Rizzo is currently in the lead. We're currently on static cameras at the moment, as we wait for the confirmation from the admins. That's, I believe that's Corey Ott upside down on the front straight. Brandon Carl is currently the furthest forward out of all these people. Dean Moll blasting on by him. One lap until eliminations. Brandon Carl is going incredibly slowly down the front straight. Not quite sure where that's coming from or why he's doing that. Eric Thorpe has gone outside of the bounds of the racetrack and is making his way around the marshal posts, which I believe is an adequate response to being declared the leader when you're about to be eliminated. He's just going to make his way around things that are not Lime Rock Park's tarmac. Welcoming Scott Fountain back to the commentary box. Fonty,
quick pit stop for me.
Yeah,
Plenty
I'm
of
really
carnage going on here. 20 cars left. Seems like it's been 20 cars for ages.
Yeah. This is the race of 1,000 years, I think, is an optimal way of going about this.
53 laps through 175.
It's getting darker and darker out there. Car park once again. David Sanford going through there at full racing speed. Finally, we see car actually going fast.
David Sanford's not holding back, that's for sure.
Yep, well, the 60-second warning has been given again. It's just going to be random elimination, back of the field, random elimination, back of the field. That's the way it seems. "30 seconds. Oh, dear. I think, this is certainly not something that, we would have foreseen the drivers doing, quite to the level that we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, look at it. Piles up everywhere. You can barely see what's going on with all the smoke, and now going into nighttime.
Well, with that, JC Richards has been eliminated as the random elimination here. Yeah, certainly not. Well, judging by the fact that he's doing donuts on the front straight, I don't think he's too fussed about it. So, no, you certainly can't, especially not when it's this dark. Chris Skinner is currently the lowest placed driver. I think he's almost overtaking Dane Warren here. We could see an actual battle here for last place, or could we? Dane Warren is already overtaken Skinner, who has just proceeded to spin in turn 1. And I'm starting to struggle to see anything out there at the moment, Fonzie. Someone's got to lob it. We've got the current leader and Dane Warren on the same bit of track as each other, and Warren's just brake checked him. Oh, this could put Chris Skinner back into it. Almost. No. There we go. Skinner has been eliminated.
Mr. Skinner's gone. Wow. Look at the car itself, really. Absolutely had it. Can't even see the cars. I'm struggling. I'm going to have to turn the light on inside my house. Turn the
Did I
screen
just
up.
hear over voice chat? Jake Sperry has said if there is no cooperation from the drivers on this next front of field elimination, the race will be declared null and void.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. I couldn't quite hear what he was saying. So now it's bit of a I mean, my head's racing right now, Fonty. I don't quite know what's going on as Simon Mazzomo is typing the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody in the driver chat. I mean, Maxx Bantz brings something different every single time, but
Certainly does.
Certainly not in this way. We've got one lap until elimination. Currently assuming the lead, Corey Ott. And a huge bunch of guys up front here. No Thomas McMillan. I will not say I hooed it. Damn it, I just did. pretty soon, Fonty, the cars will be racing in complete darkness. And we may have to declare this event at some point because the drivers are just not willing to cross that line. I love you too, Thomas McMillan. Brandon Carl. He is aware that pit road is closed, yes? He's not going to go for the pits. He is just going to come to a stately stop just before the start-finish line. He's got 50 seconds. 50 seconds till a random elimination once again. Fonty, I'm feeling pretty lonely here. Where are you, mate?
I'll tell you what, mate. How do you even see? All you can see is the numbers on the cars. Where's the torch when you need it?
Yeah. We've got people calling to DQ3 drivers at once. We're having drivers called out by name to be disqualified. Who will be the next elimination? We'll find out very, very soon.
Tense old stuff, isn't it, really?
I don't know if tense is the right word. Brendan Lichtenberg has been the one to be disqualified.
See you later, Brendan.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what happens. You basically run the risk.
I'm gonna have to turn the brightness up on the screen in a minute.
Nah, keep it the way it is, Fonty. We want people to get the full Maxx Bantz experience here where you can barely see anything at all.
Oh, fantastic stuff. So we now have circulating cars, 17 cars circulating.
I tell you what, Jake Sperry in race control, his communications are becoming much more clipped now. I can tell he is very unhappy with the way the drivers are acting at the moment. We expect a bit more of a race to be happening here. So Eric Thorpe, I believe, is currently in the lead of the race. He's going for the pits once again. Get that thing repaired. Sam Gunstone is going to be the next elimination there. So now the rules have had an on-the-fly change. Last place is going to be eliminated on the next one. It's not going to alternate between the lead and last place.
There you go, that seems a little bit more better.
Yeah.
Keep the race flowing now, won't it?
Yeah. And I think, you know, if anything, an event like this really shows just how far drivers will push the envelope of a format and the rules of an event.
Oh, it certainly does, and it's a lot of fun as well, you know, it's, you gotta push the boundaries.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's I think that's partially what Maxx Bantz is for, because you know, we will try as I said in my trailer for this one, we will try the event formats that no other sim racing event organizer will, for better or for worse.
For better or for worse, yes, you're exactly right. That's why we've got some speed entertainment as well, because this is a bit of a different entertainment to what we normally produce.
That's exactly it. So now we actually have driver elimination. Once again, Mike Butcher eliminated. So once again, driver in last place going to be eliminated again. It's currently Dane Warren, I think.
Yep, and he's gone. Done.
Yeah, well, he's already given up, hasn't he? So that puts Cirrus Gorange in the box seat for elimination as the competition caution has been thrown once again.
There we go. I tell you what, I've got to jump on board with one of these guys, see what it looks like from their view. Well, I can barely see the track, so that would be fun.
I love how the safety car is the one lighting the way at the moment. A beacon up the front.
Yeah, you can just see it running on board with the lead car. Just
yes, indeed.
That's fantastic stuff.
And if you go into cockpit view of one of these guys, yeah, the brightest thing is the display and the dash lights. It's kind of beautiful in a really horrifying way. You're almost in like a dreamlike state here as you're following these rain lights on the cars in front of you. They are the only things that you can pick out their positions by. Whoa, Gorange, round he goes. But Lime Rock Park in the haze of night is not a place that many people expect to be.
No, certainly not.
So there we go. Dane Warren eliminated. And right there, the big announcement from Jake Sperry here. We're going back to first place elimination, but if first place is not eliminated, 5 random drivers will be eliminated from the field. We're trying desperately here to force some kind of adherence to the spirit of this event. So Sperry coming down like a ton of bricks on these guys, Fonty.
Yeah, it certainly is. It needs to happen. These guys, although it's a bit of fun and you know, these guys just cruising around, it's still got to be a winner, doesn't there?
There still has to be. So, currently on this competition caution, Raf van der Linden leading the way. I love how all you can see from the TV view are the lights of the pace car and not much besides.
Yeah, a couple of the ones with white on them are sticking out, alright?
That's right.
You need the fluorescent vinyl option now that we have night.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Just do like Tron lines up and down the contours of the car. That'd look really cool, actually.
It would look cool.
iRacing, if you're watching this, we're very sorry.
Chances are probably not. Probably turning a blind eye to it, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll see. But if you do, We would like fluorescent strips. Well, with that, it seems that the last vestiges of sunlight have gone from the circuit because the rest of it is very black.
Pitch black.
You
All
cannot
can
see
is the number.
anything. Oh, the field's checked up. The field's checked up. There's cars crashing. Oh, goodness.
I can barely see what's going on. Can't
Yeah.
even see where I'm clicking, Reese.
I think we might have to turn the gamma up after all, Fonty. You can't see anything. The drivers don't know where they're going. My God, this is insane. It's as if all light has disappeared.
Oh no.
Jake Sperry over voice chat. Good luck finding the track. You've got 60 seconds. And with that, Corey Ott has blasted off. He's currently occupying 5th place.
Go, Corey. He doesn't want to get eliminated.
Got 30 seconds to decide, everybody. Are you going to sacrifice one of your own and allow the event to continue unabated? This is amazing. Ten seconds. In the darkness of Lime Rock Park, who will be the next to be eliminated? Remember, 5 random drivers. Waiting for the feed from Jake Sperry, Eric Thorpe, Dean Mole, Max Hollibaugh, Gorange, and Ross Rizzo.
Wow.
Last place will be the next to be eliminated. So there we go. Just to reiterate, Eric Thorpe, Dean Mole, Cirrus Gorange, Ross Rizzo. And I believe I'm missing someone there, Fonty.
Yes, Dean Mole.
Matt Hollibaugh. Matt Hollibaugh.
Sorry.
So there we go.
Done. See you later to those guys.
That's it.
that
So we've only got
8 cars.
Yep, 8 cars left running here. And last place will be the next to be eliminated. So it's Kaz Rietveld and Kurt Stenberg that are currently duking it out for last spot. Pit lane is open once again, if you can find it.
This would be really difficult.
Yeah, it certainly would. Like, you actually can't see anything there. You can see the sky.
And the numbers.
And, yeah, and the numbers and nothing else.
Faintly a car.
It's basically, it's like sim racing braille. You're feeling the road through your wheel to find out where you're going to go. We got 1 lap to go, so someone has somehow managed to cross the start-finish line. Corey Ott is out there doing laps.
Well, the pit lane's lit up. We've got lights going on in the pit lane. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but can they find the entry, though?
Yeah, well, that's the next question.
That's it. Jesus. Driver eliminated. Rietveld. Communication from admin. The last 3 running drivers currently will be eliminated in the next 2 laps.
Wow.
So, once again, it's just a case of... goodness me.
It's just a case of finding your way around.
Oh yeah, I don't even know anymore, man. This is just beyond my comprehension. The only thing on the track that is lit up is the Lime Rock Club bridge over turn 1, and that's because of the lights of the safety car. Everything else is pitch black. You can't see anything.
I just shot to blimp cam, and literally, you're right. You cannot even see anything. There's no cars lighting up, nothing.
I have the feeling people are going to be turning up their gamma pretty soon.
Oh, if they already haven't.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
it.
gonna jump on board. Yeah, no, you can't see anything. You literally can't see anything. You're blind.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we got someone. Oh, we got a few guys on the wall. 6 putting cow. He can see the light in front of him. Oh, he's coming in the front straight. I know that much because I can see the pit straight.
Yeah, that's the only way we can tell.
Oh, I saw a glimpse
my God.
of car.
Oh my goodness. Is he even on the track right now?
No.
I actually can't tell.
No,
I
he's
actually
not.
can't
And
tell
the only
where
way I can
anyone
tell
is.
Is the bouncing of the helmet.
We got eliminations. Kurt Stenberg, Brandon Carl, and Timu Toika. All eliminated.
There we go.
So there we go. With that, it's the final 4. Finally, after so much crying and tears, we're finally here, Fonty. The final 4.
Final 4. How are these guys gonna go? What's gonna happen here?
Well, that's the thing. If you want to win, basically the position that you want to be in is second. Because remember, after the pace car goes in, it's going to be 4th place that gets eliminated, then 1st place, then of the 2 cars that remain, 2nd place will then be eliminated. I might take a little bit of a pit stop of my own, Fonty, and I will be back
Here we go.
for the end of the caution and the final 4 run. How about that?
That's good, mate. Yep. This has been an entertaining race, to say the least. What's going on, but not that we can see it. I'm focused on the pit lane camera at the moment. And all you can see is the safety car lights going down there, so it's been pretty interesting. Go, coming in this front straight. Oh, now you can see a glimpse of a race car. Oh, slightly there for a minute. Jump on board with our race leader being Corey Ott. Can't see a single thing. Now we can though.
Well,
one in the dark. And, even if you just had a minor torch in your pocket on the racetrack, wouldn't you? You'd just hang it out the side of the car and
yeah,
find your way.
Get the race tape, strap it to the side of the cockpit, and there you go.
Yep, that's what you do. I don't have any updates from admin. You might be able to tell me some more, Reese.
Well, I've only just come back, so I'm not quite sure what the go is at the moment for these final few laps, but the lights are out on the safety car. And we are going to go racing for the final time in Maxx Bantz 4. So, apparently, fourth has just been eliminated?
Well, it looks to be that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, really,
Well,
box seat. Hey, after all of that, we've still got Daniel Benefield in the race, isn't it? Fantastic.
yeah. So, there's one final communication that's just come in from the administrators. When the safety car pulls in, it is going to be a final dash, and last place will be eliminated both times. So this is how the winner is going to be decided. It's going to be a full lap showdown in the darkness, no lights to guide their way. So here we go, Fonty. This is what we came for. The new meme.
The new meme. Oh, I just look forward to seeing what happens in the next Maxx Bantz that happens. It's gonna
Well,
be crazy enough.
Yeah, as they go green, they actually can't see. They can't see the track. Daniel Benefield is in the lead at the moment. And he is leaving Corey Ott and David Sanford in the dust right now. Oh no, Benefield's around!
He lost it. He's done.
Benefield lost it on his own. Can't find his way around the circuit. So currently in the lead
Corey Ott.
is Corey Ott, yeah.
Here we go. Who would have thought? So he must be coming up to the up the hill.
He's coming through the penultimate turn now, I think. Yeah, he's just gone under the bridge. He's going through the last turn right now.
Okay, see you later, Daniel Benefield.
This could potentially be it.
Been interesting to say the least. Really sorry for people who are tuning into us for the first time. We normally don't do this, and you normally can see, but in the nature of Maxx Bantz, this is all the kind of crazy and wild stuff that you get. But Corey Ott has managed to put himself in the wall. Can he find the track?
No.
Yes,
yeah, can he find the track?
Looks like he is, and he is. So Benefield's still continuing on. Okay, so
yeah, Sanford's going to be eliminated here.
He has been eliminated. Maybe not.
Well, Ott needs to. Yeah, isn't Ott supposed to have gone by the start-finish line? He must have.
Yeah, he
surely.
He has. He's coming up over through the chicane. I'm sure.
So there we go. Sanford eliminated. Third position there. So now it's a showdown between Daniel Benefield and Corey Ott, but it looks to me like Ott is definitely the favorite here.
Oh, I think he's definitely turned up his brightness as hard as he can, because he's still actually going alright. I can't see a thing.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
So there we go, Corey Ott now. So does that mean? So is it still 2 laps? Every 2 laps that you're getting eliminated, or each lap?
It's every 2 laps, I believe.
It is still 2 laps. Yeah. Okay. So then this is Ott on his last lap now. This could be it. This could be it done. Finito. 30 seconds Benefield has to find, and well, I don't think he is, because Ott's just come through the chicane. Got the power down. It's coming through, second to the last corner. Down the hill he goes. Onto the front straight he comes.
And that's going to be it.
That's it. Corey Ott. Oh, I tell you what, Corey Ott, he's going to be over the moon about this. You are not going to stop hearing it. We are not going to stop hearing about this, are we, Reese?
No, we're certainly not. He already won the Brown Star Award for most incidents in Maxx Bantz 2, but now he is a son of banter, is Mr. Corey Ott. And in fact, I'm going to... I can't see who's gotten the most incidents. Unfortunately, I'm sure that Mr. Sperry will jump in and let us know so we can give out the brown star.
Yeah, I can't see incident points either because, well, there's probably just been too many that the computer just lost count.
Yeah, most likely. Definitely seems that way. Bit of controversy over the way that Daniel Benefield came together with David Sanford. But Corey Ott officially declared the champion.
There we go. That's it, race done.
Oh, and there we go. There's the announcement. The Brown Star Award goes to Raf van der Linden. The Brown Star for most incidents.
That's fantastic stuff.
There we go. That's it.
Okay, well, in that case, do we go through the results? You might be good at reading this one.
Yeah, probably. In the darkness here at Lime Rock, Corey Ott is the son of Banter for Maxx Bantz for a new meme. Daniel Benefield coming home in second. David Sanford in third. Raf van der Linden in fourth place. Timu Toika in fifth. Brandon Carl sixth. Kurt Stenberg, Eric Thorpe, Dean Moll, and Matt Hollabor. The top 10. Your field rounded out by Cirrus Gorringe, Ross Rizzo, Cass Rietveld, Dane Warren, Mike Butcher, Sam Gunstone, Brendan Lichtenberg, Chris Skinner, JC Richards, and Simon Mazzomo. The rest of your field scrolling by there. My goodness. I am absolutely... I have no words. I have absolutely no words for this right now. But how many words do you have, Jake Sperry?
Oh, I have a few. This was a tough race to officiate. I don't think that we here as stewards really expected the level that these drivers were going to go to be eliminated. We thought that it was going to be a little bit easier than what it was, and as such, we didn't have a backup plan. So we had to think of things on the fly to make things happen. Is it disorganized? Yes. Did it add to the allure of Maxx Bantz? Yes. Because as we all know with Maxx Bantz, doesn't have to be the best organized series in the world. It's just got to be a good meme. It was a good meme. It was a little bit of a shame about the ending and the way that it's mired in controversy. But you have to remember that these guys are fighting for a JPEG, the greatest trophy in all of sim racing. But under the cover of darkness, Lime Rock Park has proven that this event was truly Maxx Bantz.
Certainly. And I think we shall bring in our champion, the new son of Banter, Mr. Corey Ott. We are not going to stop hearing about this for a very long time, are we, Corey?
No. I've on the 3 tries I've done, the first 2 I got absolutely killed when I had the chance to, and this one it all fell into place. Everything just luck just it was amazing.
I'm fairly sure. How high was your gamma turned up in those last few laps?
I did not edit my gamma at all on my monitor. Like I don't know how I was doing it, but I found a white line and I followed it. I legit just followed it. Like I found the white line, I followed it. There were a couple points there I think where I spun it because I didn't know where I was, but other than that, I just followed the white line, didn't edit my gamma at all, and just went for it.
Straight from the source, allegedly, Corey Ott has not edited his gamma. He found his way through the dark at Lime Rock to take the win here. Corey, do you think that Maxx Bantz would benefit from more night racing without headlights?
Yes, because it challenges the skill of the driver, possibly what their equipment can do, and also how big of a meme, that people can throw out, like, just cutting the course because they quote unquote don't know where the course is. So, it really Maxx Bantz will really benefit from this night racing without lights.
Well, that is definitely a good endorsement. And already on the Maxx Bantz Discord, we are seeing post-race discussions going on. Armand Feuillebois says, now to get iRacing to add in sprinklers for Maxx Bantz 5. I mean, it gets our endorsement, doesn't it?
Oh, it has to. Like, it has to. Night racing, no lights, spark, like, just rain, wet, perfect. That'll be Maxx Bantz 7 confirmed, I think.
Fog, Sperry? Is Fog going to make a comeback?
Fog may make a comeback. You never know.
Certainly. Well, I think it's time for the official crowning of our son of banter. It will be official if I can find the if I can remember where I have the JPEG on my computer. I'm not quite sure where it is, honestly. I keep having to try and find it every single time. Please bear with me, everybody. I can't even remember if it's on. Jake, do you have a copy of it, of the WinRAR trophy?
Can't we just pinch it from the official Discord? Bit?
I think so. I'll have to find out a way to do that. Should we just do it after the broadcast, or does it have to be official?
We might as well do it after.
We might as well do it after. In true Maxx Bantz fashion, we embarrass ourselves live on air when we don't have a trophy to hand out. Congratulations, Corey Ott, for winning this one. You'll be back, surely.
Yeah, easily. We'll be back for Maxx Bantz number 5. That's for sure.
Maxx Bantz 5, Sperry. We've got a title in the works, haven't we? But we can't reveal it just yet.
Oh, we've got a few titles in the works. We've got to think about what we've got to do. We've got a couple of good ideas that we got brewing about this one, but I think that it's going to be one, whichever one that we choose, going to be a very interesting format.
Yes, indeed. We do have a few on the go, so we will all be waiting now for that announcement. In the weeks leading up to the next iRacing Week 13, it will come very soon. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you, all the drivers, for taking the time to race and contribute to this entertainment, I guess you could call it. And thank you very much, Jake, for your officiating with Mr. Christopher Kessie. My name is Reese Gardner. Scott Fountain joining me in the commentary box. This was Maxx Bantz for a new meme on the Sim Speed Esports Network.